Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Myself, Prince. I am currently preparing for civil services exam, and today I am with you to discuss GDP. What do you mean by GDP? You might have listened GDP in news, in TV, in your books also. So, sorry for disturbance, and you can comment whatever you felt that it is wrong because I am new to this things. So let's simplify. GDP consists of three terms: gross domestic product. Gross means what? Gross means overall. Overall means covering the all aspects. Whereas domestic means within the territory of a country, or you can say a boundary. And products means goods and services. So basically, GDP is the overall production of a goods and services within a territory of a nation, or whatever you call, that is GDP. So I hope it's clear. Now I will refer to an example. For example, there is a company, suppose it's ABC. Okay, so it manufactures 10 tires. Tires, you know what we use in the vehicles. 10 tires, suppose it does produce. Okay, if we are buying it, consumers, means the end consumers, are buying it, and 10 tires are more there which ABC is producing. It is been sold out to an company. So basically here a company ABC produces 20 tires. Okay, and 10 tires are being sold to the consumers, and 10 tires are being sold to the car company. Suppose it is Maruti, Swift, anything you may. So here what scene comes: the tire company, that tire company sells the car, and the thing is, the data which we have calculating here, it is being doubled here. Means, let's suppose 20 tires, or the cost of 20 tires is a GDP. Okay, but here what happens, their bifurcation means 10 tires are being sold to end consumers, and 10 tires are being sold by a company using in the car. So it is intermediary. Okay, one thing is there, you might get confused between GDP and GNP. What is GNP? Gross national product, means it talks about nationality of a product. Okay, suppose an Indian company, suppose whatever you say, let's suppose TCS, Tata Consultancy Services, places its branch in US. So it will be the GNP of which country? It will be the GNP of India, because here GNP means gross national product, means nationality is Indian. Okay, whereas GDP means gross domestic product. Suppose an company, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, comes to India and they do some profitable business, hence it will be considered the GDP of India. You might have cleared this concept. Okay, so let's move toward, see, the concept of GDP. Concept of GDP was given by Simon Kuznets. Simon Kuznets was an economist, obviously, because it's economics only. So GDP here means the goods and services produced domestically within the country, within a territory. Okay. So you will think that the subsidy get you get subsidy, if I'm not wrong, you get subsidy of LPG, which is what, which is a type of transfer payment. Transfer payment means जो आपको मीन्स वन डायरेक्शनल, मीन्स आपको एक बार मिलता है, फिर आप उसके बदले कुछ गवर्नमेंट को पे नहीं करते हो। ये सारी चीज़ें जीडीपी के पार्ट में नहीं होंगी। ठीक है। मेनी थिंग्स आर देयर लाइक सोशल सर्विस, है ना, दिस विल बी नॉट कवर्ड इन द एस्पेक्ट ऑफ जीडीपी। ओके, so now let's move to another part. GDP consider only final goods. For example, this is a pen produced in our country, India. But let's suppose uh, some of the parts, some of the parts which we exported. Let's suppose it's refill, which we have sorry imported. Mistake. Sorry. Suppose the refill is imported from Germany. Germany, but it will be not calculated in our economy. Why? Because GDP only refers to the final goods. Means now this pen is manufactured. For example, the price of the pen is 10 rupees. So this 10 rupees will be considered as a part of GDP calculation of Indian economy. Okay. The concept of GDP is based on domestic territory. For economic calculation of GDP, domestic territory include things clear. Now move to the next part. Economic territory means what? You might get confused that what is economic territory? Economic territory means political territory, means the boundaries within the India. Okay, it will be the part of GDP. Like suppose you might have get confused that ships are there, submarines are there, many things are there, like cargo. We say na that lots of cargo we export to other countries. So what is it? You might have confused about एयरलाइंस, एरोस्पेस जो सेक्टर है उसके बारे में आप कंफ्यूज हो गए कि वो किस पार्ट में आएंगे। तो डेट विल बी ऑल्सो द पार्ट ऑफ इंडियन इकोनॉमी, राइट, बिकॉज these are being operated by India. Okay, so next two three things are there. First, I have given you the concept of political territory, means within the territorial boundary of India. Next is the ships and aircraft. Ships and aircraft means which are having an operational holding in Indian territory, but it is been exported to other countries. Okay. Now third is military establishments. For example, India has established a military base in other countries. Then the revenue value of that thing, that military establishment, will be also considered as the GDP of Indian economy. Okay. Next is Indian Embassy. You might have heard the embassy and IFS, that is Indian Foreign Services, which is quite popular among the UPSC. It is one of the services which we get under UPSC. So let's suppose there is a embassy of India in US. Okay, then the amount of the revenue which will be generated in that embassy, am I right? The amount of the revenue which we are getting from that embassy will be also the part of what? Indian economy and Indian GDP. Clear? So here I will take a pause and make you explain the GDP and Kuznets curve. Kuznets curve, earlier, if you have remembered, I have told you that Kuznets was an economist who has given the concept of what? GDP. Okay. So I will show you here a diagram by which you can get simplified the relation between economic growth and inequality. It is also called Kuznets curve. Okay. GDP and Kuznets curve. So I will show you the diagram. Take a pause. Sorry, it's not possible to make you see these things. I will just simplify you. For example, I will make you imagine a situation. All of you have understood the concept of dimensions 1D, 2D, 3D. All of you have been going through the graphs. Suppose there is a graph, x axis and y axis. Okay. So in x axis, there is economic growth. Okay. Economic growth means what? Overall development. Okay. And in the y axis, there is inequality. See, I will show you with the help of example. Let's suppose this is what? This is inequality, and this is what? This is what? Economic growth. So two axes are there. This is economic growth and this is inequality. Clear? So what happens? This graph goes like this. Graph goes like this. Okay. Means first it increases and it goes down. Here what happens? Suppose uh, this is a bottle. Okay. For example, it will cost $50. Okay. Suppose this bottle was only available to certain class of peoples. Okay. But over a period of time, this thing will be available to the whole section of the society. Clear? So first it will go down. First it will go upward and then it will go down. Means first inequality will what? Inequality will increase, and then it will go down. It is also known as downward filtration theory or trickle down effect. Trickle down means कम हो जाना, धीरे धीरे कोई चीज जब कम हो जाती है उसको ट्रिकल डाउन बोलते हैं. क्लियर? फॉर एग्जाम्पल, you might have, when you were child, internet was a big thing. We people think that, and in that time, in early 2000s, 2005, 2006, we used to go to cafe. Am I right? We used to go to cafe uh, to do some surfing of internet. But nowadays, what is happening? A child who is living in a village where there is a low transportation, or you may say low infrastructure, poor village, they are also affording the internet at a quite cheaper cost, or you can say it is available to the all section of society. Clear? So what has happened? First, it was a luxurious thing means inequality was increasing. Remember my graph, what I have said: y-axis, x-axis. Y-axis increases means inequality increases, and this is what? This is economic development. And simply over a period of time it goes down means inequality decreases and economic development happens. Clear? Okay. This was what? Kuznets curve and GDP. It is also known as trickle down effect. Okay. Means the benefit will be provided to poor also over a period of time. So let's have a pause. Now let's move to the another topic. It is Kuznets environmental curve. Okay, environment, the nature, the planets, everything, conservation, these all are terms you might have familiar with it. So Kuznets environmental curve. So again, I have don't I don't have an access to show you my notes, my class notes actually. So I will be holding my two pens to show you again. Okay. So forgive me for this, but understand. Again, I have drawn two axes. Y axis, x axis, clear, two coordinates. This is again growth. Oh, okay, let's do it simple, because red is something dangerous. Okay, and this is also black, but कोई नहीं देखते हैं. This is growth and this is environmental degradation. This axis is growth and this is environmental degradation. So according to Kuznets environmental curve, what happened over a period of time? This goes like this. Means पहले क्या होता है, पहले इन्वायरमेंटल डिग्रेडेशन होता है, बट धीरे 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 जब जनता अवेयर होती है, गवर्नमेंट्स अवेयर होते हैं, तो वो क्या करते हैं, वो इन्वायरमेंटल डिग्रेडेशन को क्या करते हैं, ग्रोथ के एक्सिस की तरफ ले आते हैं. मतलब क्या हुआ यहाँ पे देखिए आप लोग. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अर्लियर और नाउ इट इज ऑल्सो वी यूज AC what? Air conditioner. I think everyone is aware of it. AC, there is a gas. What is that gas? Chlorofluorocarbon, which is used as a coolant. Okay, and this coolant is very harmful for what? Very harmful for environment. Means you might have heard about ozone hole, and there is a the hole is getting bigger day by day due to what? Due to environmental degradation and greenhouse gas effect, global warming, whatever you say, it's happening. So over a period of time, what is happening? We are switching to hydrochlorofluorocarbon. Means what is happening? Over a period of time, growth is there and environmental degradation is going down. Okay. Nowadays you have might heard the earlier what we used to do. We used to purchase a car, vehicle, basically vehicle which was emitting the pollution, which is not good for the environment. It, carbon monoxide and many other gases are being produced by it, which is harmful for our nature. But over a period of time, uh, environmental degradation was there, but with growth, when people started to grow, they thought much bigger than that. And what happened over a period of time, the growth was there and environmental degradation has gone down, and we have switched to EV, electric vehicles. Recently it was in news, electric vehicles, green hydrogen, है ना, CNG, compressed natural gas, which is used in what, which is used in many things. So it's clear. Now let's have a pause and we'll start next topic. GNP is quite tough concept, so we will try to cover in next part. But here, whereas GDP is concerned, I will try to clear the GDP part here. So let's go. Now we will discuss how GDP is being calculated. Okay, there are three methods of calculation of GDP. One is income method, second is expenditure method, and third is value addition method. Okay, income, expenditure, value addition, everyone knows. Everyone, I think everyone knows. Income means what? What you have earned. Expenditure means what you have means, suppose you are having a child and you are providing the fees to the tutors, so this is expenditure for you. But you are earning salary in the office, it is income for you. So, and what is value addition? What the tutor is providing to your child, it is value addition, means services or whatever you say. So let's simplify it. First is income. Income part is, as income part is concerned, uh, you might have heard factors of production. If you might not have heard, I will try to explain it to you. Factor of productions means to produce any goods or services. What do you need? You need what? Think logically. Land, labor, capital, land, labor, capital, and entrepreneur. Entrepreneur means an profitable organization which wants to generate some income. Okay, so factor of production equal to land plus labor plus capital plus entrepreneur. So what will the outcome of land? Land से आप क्या करते हो? You will sell it or you will rent it. So here land is purpose of rent. Okay. Now labor. What laborers get in evening? They get wage. Means तनख्वाह मिलती है उन्हें daily. Okay, daily or monthly, whatever is the parameter. Next is capital. If you have money, what you will do? Either you will purchase any asset or you will earn an interest. Next is what? Entrepreneur. Entrepreneur what do? They usually, basically, entrepreneur usually do earn profit. The only motto of them. So factor of production clear: land, labor, capital, and entrepreneur. Next part is expenditure. Expenditure means what? आप क्या खरीद रहे हो? In order to take something, for example, you want a Parle G biscuit, you will go to shop and give 5 rupees and you will receive the packet of Parle G. It is what? Expenditure. Here I am talking about what? GDP calculation. So it's quite obvious that what is the main agenda behind this discussion, that is expenditure. Where expenditure is concerned, it talks about adequate demand. What is demand? Demand means in any economy, to function any economy, there is a need of aggregate demand. Means जब डिमांड होगा तभी तो आप कुछ प्रोड्यूस करोगे, तभी तो कुछ आप अर्न करोगे, तभी तो आपका इकोनॉमी एक्सपेंड करेगा, एक्सपेंशन करेगा. क्लियर? सो एज फार एज expenditure is concerned, adequate demand is the concept behind it. What is adequate demand? Adequate demand is combination of 2 to 3 things, which I will clear to you. The formula of adequate demand is C plus I plus G plus X minus M. Here C means consumptions made by public. I means what? Investment made by private player or government. G means what? G means what? If you know, comment in the comment section. Okay, and x minus m is what? It is import minus export. Okay, why it is import minus export? Because the Indian economy is more or less having a import dependency. Means in India the import is higher than export. Means हम चीज़ें ज़्यादा बाहर से क्या करते हैं, आयात करते हैं, या उसको आयात मीन्स ओके, लेट इट कीप सिंपल, इंपोर्ट एक्सपोर्ट. ओके, इंपोर्ट एक्सपोर्ट समझ में आ गया. मीन्स एक्स माइनस एम, सॉरी. सो व्हाट विल द मतलब फॉर्मूला क्या होगा इसमें? सी प्लस आई प्लस जी प्लस एक्स माइनस एम, that is adequate demand. It will be the part of expenditure method. Next is value addition method. What is value addition method? Means gross value addition. Gross value addition means क्या होगा? For example, let's suppose this is a what? Sticky notes. Suppose how how does it comes to you? तो पेपर कहाँ से आता है? तो पेपर आता है बैम्बू से. तो फॉर एग्जाम्पल we have planted a bamboo tree which will cost of, let's suppose, 100 rupees, and after the means pulp is been taken out and it will go in for processing, the industry which is making the paper, okay, for example, it will charge 300 for the bundles. Okay, and over a period of time the paper is now ready. It is going to the next industry. Okay, and printing will be there, and the book will be, book or copy, let's talk about here copy. The book will be ready, and suppose this is a book, this is a book, and we know first bamboo 100 rupees, and again it comes to the company 500 rupees, and this book which I am showing to you, suppose it is 1000 rupees. So what happens here? The value addition is been done. Means over a period of time the gross value has been added to it. Let's keep it simple. Again I am repeating it. The value has been added means अब बेम्बू से तो नहीं लिखोगे, है ना, सिंपल सी बात है. It will come to you in a form of product. Clear? Okay. So here it was. The first part of GDP is been cleared. So in the next video, we will talk about the changes in GDP calculations and the more or less, which is the important concept, GNP, which is quite, you can say that, थोड़ा लॉजिकल है. It will take some time. So until then, keep on studying. All the best. I am also going to study. Bye. Meet you in next video. Till then, Jai Hind.